Families impacted by recent gun violence around Stockton are now turning to the community for help in finding the people responsible for killing their loved ones. So far this year, there have been a total of 42 homicides, the same number of cases the Stockton Police Department investigated back in 2016.
CBS 13's Carlos Correa is live in Stockton with the work being done to control the violence. Carlos?
And good evening to you. The Stockton Police Department's Neighborhood Impact Team, which consists of officers and department chaplains, have been busy over the last year, and they say any help from the community will provide these families answers. The police department reports a total of 42 homicides so far this year. That number ties with last year's total and includes the recent murder of 20-year-old President Harrison. He was a community activist whose mother says was very caring and outgoing. Harrison was a young father. He had a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. Mom says he often took his kids to work so they can meet his co-workers. Harrison was gunned down last week as he was leaving a house party. The family says they are still in a state of shock. Harrison's work to improve the community wasn't only felt here in Stockton, but up and down the state and across the country. Former President Barack Obama recently sent the family a letter with his condolences. Like many recent murders, detectives say there were a lot of eyewitnesses, but not a whole lot of information passed along to officers, which makes it difficult solving each case. Families impacted by homicides are hoping people can come forward and help solve their loved ones' murders.
But I am making a personal plea as his mother, for myself and for my grandchildren, his children, that he deserves justice, and this is not a murder that should go unsolved because people have information.
And the Stockton Police Department hope more people will come out with any information on the homicides. They say no matter how small or big, it can help solve some of these homicides.
Carlos, so many people affected by this. Now, you spoke to other families impacted by homicide. Are they confident with the work police are doing out in the community?
They are. As a matter of fact, a lot of these families are working side by side with detectives, answering questions like, who was the last person your loved one was hanging out with? What did they say? Who are they hanging out with? Were there in any argument? Because the bottom line is, just like these families, the officers want these people off the street.
And Carlos, what work is taking place now to help in those efforts?
Well, the Neighborhood Impact Team is just one of the programs out there where officers go out to the communities where these homicides took place, and they're going door to door, asking neighbors what they saw and what they heard. And the focus is building relationships. There's also regular meetings that take place around the community where officers are talking to many people who live here. And the bottom line, again, is just building stronger relationships in the community.
Steps in the right direction. Carlos Correa in Stockton for us tonight. Carlos, thank you.